Tinubu has appointed new INEC chairman, and he's a Yoruba man. Who they give this man liver? I can't believe this. This man not a fear now. A Yoruba man. Yakubu Momo, the era have passed. And this man had to appoint somebody from his own tribe. He gets something where they knock drum for Tinubu. Something is knocking drum for the pandemic. You can't tell me otherwise. We predicted that this man will appoint a Yoruba man. And waiting we predicted, and so the thing come to pass. And we have to start predicting football. I will show you what Bayo Ananoga did with this news. When we already know that it is a Yoruba man, they will appoint. Now if Bayo Ananoga go for Twitter, come start to tweet the thing. Oh, see where the man come from. You will hear the region. You will hear the region. Bayo Ananoga is telling us this new INEC chairman is coming from. Now when you go know the level of deadly politics where these guys they play with una life, with una head, not your life, the life of your enemies, because you guys can never be included in their rubbish. Breaking. Meet the new INEC chairman, Professor Joash Ojo Amupita Namokwa. Ose Amupita, nominated by President Bola Tinubu. Kedoje na frunwoka breeze. Let me read what Bayo Ananoga wrote on Twitter. Kaije kugene hear Bayo Ananoga did on Twitter. These people know these guys no get fear. State House press release. National Council of State unanimously approves appointment of Professor Amupitan as INEC chairman. The National Council of State has approved the nomination of Professor Joash Ojo Amupitan, SAN, is a son, from the North Central. Bayo Ananoga is telling us that Amupitan is from North Central. While we already know say the man is a Yoruba, where there for Kogi, Yoruba Kogi, Abi Kogi Yoruba, the way where they get majority of Igbo people or Igbo people for rivers and every other state, you know what thing I they talk about. Now the same way where these other Yoruba people find their way inside the Kogi, now the same thinking they get, the same way. Where we get some other tribes, where you go find for one state or another state. Now the way where this Amupita finding way and his family for Kogi. Now Bayo Ananoga and Tinubu is trying to tell us that his government is an inclusive government. Everybody is part of him. Nobody is exempted from his appointment. That is why he's channeling this appointment of INEC to North Central, because they have not gotten INEC chairman before. Meanwhile, it's Yoruba. I will take it from top. Let me go on top again. They will deceive everybody, but they're not going to deceive us. That is prediction. He will appoint Yoruba. If you not appoint Yoruba, how will he win? State House press release. National Council of State unanimously approves appointment of Professor Amupita as INEC chairman. The National Council of State has approved the nomination of Professor Joash Ojo. Who they answer Ojo? He said not Central. I was at the answer Ojo. Which tribe? Abinupe the answer Ojo. Ojo no be Yoruba. Joash Ojo Amupitan, son, from the North Central as the new chairman. From the North Central, please. I want you to underline that. From the North Central, now waiting the one used to deceive them. As the new INEC, as the new chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, President Bola Tinubu, TP pandemic in brackets, presented Amupitan as the nominee to fill the vacant position, following Professor Mahmoud Yakubu's exit. Yakubu served from 2015 to October 2025. President pandemic, the president told the council that Amupitan is the first person from Kogi North Central State nominated to occupy the position and it's apolitical. Council members unanimously supported the nomination, with Governor Ahmed Yusuf Ododo describing Amupita as a man of integrity. He never started or he don't put integrity. In compliance with the Constitution, President Tinubu will now send Amupitans name to the Senate for screening. Amupitan is 58 from Ayetoro Wede, Ijubu local government in Kogi. This Ayetoro, is it Hausa name? Because they are telling us that it's not central, which is Kogi. Ayetoro is supposed to be a Yoruba name, or is it supposed to be a Hausa name? Ayetoro is a professor of law at the University of Jos Plateau. He is also an alumnus of the university. He specializes in company law, law of evidence, corporate governance, and privatization law. He became a senior advocate of Nigeria in September 2014. Amupita was born on April 25, 1967. Oh, 1967, during the war. He must have experienced war. Okay. No, that time he was a baby. After completing primary and secondary education, he attended Kwara State Polytechnic Ilorin from 1982 to 1984 and the University of Jos from 1984 to 1987. He was called to the bar in 1988. This is the biography of the man where one give Tinubu winning for 2027. He learned an LLM at UniJos in 1993 and a PhD in 2007. Amid an academic career that began in 1989, following his National Youth Service at the Bauchi State Publishing Corporation in Bauchi from 1988 to 1989. Currently, he serves as the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Administration at the University of Jos, a position he holds in conjunction with being the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council of Joseph Ayo Babalola University in Osun State. Among the academic positions he has held at UniJos. I don't have time for this. So much, I wouldn't want to waste your time, my beloved people. This is what they have to write about the man. He's now the INEC chairman, permanent, for another maybe 15 or 20 years. Who knows when they will remove him? How is this Joash Ojo Amupita from North Central? How is he North Central? They don't want to tell us that it's Yoruba in official writing, in the official press statement. That is why they say he's from North Central. And this is the first time a Kogi man. This Amupita, is he speaking Yoruba? Is he speaking Hausa? What is his tribal tongue? Now, let us go to his biography. Let us go to who he is. We have to ask question. Now, when you search, who is Professor Joash Ojo Amupita? Listen, so that you will understand that we here cook. This is fact and figures. Professor Joash Ojo is Ojo Hausa name, is Ojo not Yoruba name? T-Pain, continue deceiving who you deceive. Now, all those your urchins. It's your minors, it's those who need tweets. When you give to 10,000, now then you go deceive. You carry Yoruba man to put for inec. Call you use Koni way, style way, rigo way to tell us say it's from North Central. Elderly man like you still the lie. Professor Joash Ojo Amupita is how will we just be? I don't understand this Amupita. Anyway, let us continue. Professor Joash Ojo Amupita is from the Yoruba tribe. He's from Yoruba tribe. If you go to ask question about him, they will tell you the same thing. He was born on April 25, 1967 in Ayetoro Wede, a town in Ijubu, local government area of Kogi State. Professor Joash is from Yoruba tribe, not from any other tribe, Yoruba. Get ready, very soon he's a professor. Very soon the Professor Amupita. Very soon Professor Ojo Amupita will address you. Yakubu Mahmoud there was a glitch and writing of result, and you know what, if you go to check the result for INEC server, you go see head of goat, you go see head of slave queen. what this Amupita go cook. The type of offense where this Amupita go cook for Tinubu, this one is coming from his tribal man. Yakubu Mahmoud. Na Hausa, Tinubu no fit understand in language. He go need interpreter. But Amupita Ojo will speak Tinubu language. They speak Tinubu language, meaning say as na him brother, two of them go sit down for chair after they finish consuming amala, ewedu and gbegiri. They will now relax and discuss in their tribal language how they plan to rig this election beyond repair. Then go rig una beyond recognition. If you think you recognized yourself in 2023 after the rigging, in 2027, many of you no go recognize on yourself again. After Tinubu rigged the election with this new INEC chairman from Yoruba tribe, they call Mr. Joash, Professor Joash S.A.N. San, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Ojo Amupita. I have reported the news. What you do with the information is best known to you. Thank you, my brothers and sisters, for sticking around and for watching today. Let us continue watching them as the man come out on TV to tell us what he planned, how he planned to do the rigging. We don't want him to do. We are not telling them, oh, we hope it will be free and fair election. No, just explain to us in 3 sentences where and where. How do you plan to do this rigging? Kaibo Guafa, hit the nail for the head. Let us just call a spade and stop beating around the bush. Thank you for watching.